Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Iliana Magro, and here are the top headlines of the day in Greece. Greece introduced its maritime spatial planning today. The Greek Ministries of Foreign Affairs and the Environment and Energy announced this morning. It is the first time that the state has established a detailed framework for the organization and use of its maritime zones. The move sets national guidelines for the sustainable development of the country's marine space by mapping the activities that can take place while aligning with European Union directives and international maritime law. The main objectives include maritime safety and transport, sustainable tourism development, and the protection of the marine environment. But analysts are also interpreting the move as a way for Greece to assert its rights in the Aegean. How Turkey responds to the release of the framework remains to be seen. Now, a classified meeting on the country's defense, chaired by Greek Prime Minister Kyriakos Mitsotakis, took place today. The Government Council on Foreign and Defense Affairs is reportedly expected to decide Greece's long-term defense procurement plan for the next decade. Greek media report that a substantial portion of the funding will go to the Navy. This would make sense as the fourth advanced French-built FDI frigate that the Navy is expected to add to its fleet alone will cost almost 1 billion euros. The Council will also consider the extension of small-scale missions abroad, Greek newspaper Kathimerini reports. In other news, 2 people tragically died and 5 were injured after a passenger car collided with a truck on Greece's A2 motorway, also known as Egnatia Odos, yesterday afternoon. The passengers of the car, who the authorities have confirmed were sadly burned beyond recognition, are reportedly believed to be an elderly couple who had returned to Greece from Switzerland for the Easter holiday. Their remains have been transferred to a hospital in the nearby city of Kozani in Western Macedonia, where some of the injured were also treated. According to early police reports, the driver of the truck may have failed to see the 2 cars in front of him because of the dense fog. The result was that as he approached the toll lane reserved for electronic pass users, he crashed into the vehicles, causing the middle one to go up in flames. He appeared today before a public prosecutor, while traffic police have launched an investigation into the exact cause of the tragic accident. We extend our sincerest condolences to the family of the deceased. Now, a string of minor earthquakes struck the area of Elefsina in western Attica last night. The strongest, a 3.0 magnitude earthquake, occurred around midnight. But experts said that the focal depth of most tremors was very shallow, which is why they were noticeable despite their relatively small magnitude. They added that they were monitoring the phenomenon, but did not appear to be particularly worried. In other news, a boat with 49 migrants was spotted earlier today about 26 nautical miles south of the island of Gavdos. A Coast Guard vessel rescued the migrants and transferred them to Choras Fakion in Crete, where they will be temporarily housed. Finally, passenger traffic increased by 6.5% at all Greek airports in the first quarter of 2025 compared to the same period last year, with the total number of passengers surpassing 8.5 million. And that's all for today. Tune in again tomorrow for the only English language news bulletin in the country, and ladies and gentlemen, have a good afternoon.